So I'm here in the town of New Windsor, New York, taking a look at this Specialized CROSSROADS hybrid bike. You might ask why I'm in New Windsor instead of Newburgh, and it's because I thought I could find some good places to shoot photos here, but I think I'm going to stick to Newburgh from now on because the best I could do with this, it's like an abandoned used sporting goods store in Vale's Gate. It's alright, but it ain't great. So we got the Specialized CROSSROADS. This is a kind of petite little frame, chromoly, I think, with aluminum handlebars and 21 speeds, grip shifters, 700C wheels. It's really light and nimble and fast, or it looks fast and light and nimble. It has a suspension seat post, you know, because comfort is paramount, even though I wish it wasn't paramount. It's got a sticker that says designed in California and handmade in Taiwan, but I can't show you that sticker without having my annoying shadow in the way. See, that's my shadow on the bottom. I really should plan these things a little bit better. The fork is direct drive chromoly. It's got V brakes, which is all you need. Grip shift max shifters. Now I got this bike from a woman who was cleaning out her garage, and she gave it to me for free. And you'd think, well, why would somebody give this bike away for free? Well, number one, she's not going to use it anymore, but why not? A lot of people clean out their garage and they see their old bike and they decide, well, let's take it for a ride, you know, let's reinvigorate ourselves, let's shift these Shimano derailleurs from gear to gear. See how I did that? Let's spin these Araya rims. See, I did it again. But here's the problem. This bike has a thing called the Ride Right Comfort System, which is a stem, and inside the stem it's got a big piece of polyurethane. It's kind of like the engine mount in your car. The stem rides on polyurethane to give you some cushion. But what happens when the polyurethane deteriorates, as it has done, is this. You have an inconveniently adjustable stem. Now this is not a matter of some stems are adjustable and they just have a bolt that you can tighten at the various settings. This is not one of those stems. This thing floats on polyurethane, and the polyurethane is so deteriorated that it is floating inappropriately. Now the whole thing is held together by these 4 little bolts. I already removed 3 of them over here. So we'll pop this out just so you can get an idea of how it works. And the whole thing just kind of slides forward, up and out, and you see it's got a brass plate and a C-clip, and somewhere inside there is this polyurethane bushing. You can kind of see it if you dig into it from the front, which I'm not going to do. It's like this blue schmutz in there. So now what we're left with is a stem. I'm going to try and slide this back in. That just goes up and down, and of course that's totally unsafe. So I suppose it might be possible to find an NOS polyurethane bushing that isn't completely deteriorated, but I doubt if this bushing was ever offered as a replacement part, so I'd have to find an entire stem, and there's no guarantee that the stem would hold up or that the polyurethane in it would not fall apart. So I'm gonna have to get a new stem for this thing, which I don't like to do. I don't like to spend money on parts for these bikes, because the more you spend on parts, the more time you spend replacing parts and repairing the bikes, then the more I have to charge for the bike when I ultimately sell it. But it's really unsellable and unrideable like this. Plus it needs a tube in the front tire. That's no big deal. So I'm gonna have to cough up 15 or 20 bucks and buy a stem and replace the Ride Right Comfort System with something that's a little bit more rigid and a little less, you know, ridiculous. But that's not really a big issue. I mean, obviously they put this stem on here so that people could have a comfortable ride. It's a good idea. It just, they really didn't think about what would happen 20 years later when somebody like me pulls this out of some lady's garage. But if it wasn't for this stem, she probably wouldn't have ever given me the bike in the first place. So I guess for the cost of a $20 replacement stem, I'm gonna have a nice bike that I can sell. And it's really a nice little bike. I can't wait to ride this thing because I know it's gonna be lightning fast. And this paint is just insane. Like this gold, but it's metallic gold. It's like really sparkly. Plus CROSSROADS is an awesome movie with Ralph Macchio. So I'm gonna get a stem, gonna install it, gonna take this thing for a ride. Maybe I'll document that process, maybe I won't, but until then, it's the Specialized CROSSROADS hybrid bike. Thanks for watching.